What it do, homies? We back with some more of this Stupendium. This time they have released the North Pole Corporate Takeover. Now, if my memory serves correctly, the Stupendium put a hold on Christmas stuff, right? They didn't release anything last year. I believe they put a pin on it or whatnot. It doesn't matter. New stuff. Let's go ahead, shut up and turn it up. Read the description. Classic Christmas song about
North Pole.
Corporate greed.
To Santa, please for Christmas can everyone like and subscribe. Thank you.
Looks like my son's handwriting.
You got over
Christopher
budget
Kringle.
every single year. We expect your resignation within 12 days of Christmas.
You can't do this to me. Do you know how much I sacrificed?
Blake
Let's
Midwinter
get to work.
closings. Oh, you know what? That's very interesting. You know, kind of using that little scene right there, kind of using Santa Claus, right? You just replace that with a parent. And then, you know, if you split yourself in two, you got your accountability side, which knows that you shouldn't be spending this much because it ain't in the budget, right? If you feel like you want to treat yourself, but it ain't really in the budget to be doing that, you end up overspending. All you have to do is replace Santa Claus with a parent that does not have the budget to spend as much as they do on Christmas.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's true. Joy and cheer is the virgin anomaly. Time grows near for a customary summary. And that's the time of our annual financial review. Just one look at the state of the company is plain to see. We need a major redundancy. You all want toys, but you're not going to pay for about it.
Okay, hold on. I did go down here and read the description, but let me take a look. Oh, this is not necessarily tell of individual. This is corporate greed. You know what's interesting about that is that, you know, when I think of corporate greed, obviously, you know, the most popular thought is to think about companies that take more than they need to, but they also spend more than they need to, right? Which is what Stupendium was alluding to there at the beginning. And then I immediately started thinking of Dunder Mifflin, right? When Oscar pointed out that they were sending out limos to corporate retreats and stuff like that, things they don't necessarily need to do. So the corporate greed is in both ways, you know, paying more and charging more. So sometimes for vanity, right? Spending all that money for vanity. Anyways, okay, let's go.
And that's the time of our annual financial review. Just one look at the state of the company is plain to see. We need a major redundancy. You all want toys, but you're not going to pay for that. It's causing complications. Can't keep dropping joy.
It's causing claws, like claw. Okay, all right. I gotta stop pausing. This is what happens, right? When the Stupendium starts making music that, like, you know, where they speaking the truth in here. Come on, man. I gotta say something.
Want toys, but you're not gonna pay for that. It's causing complications. Can't keep dropping joy across all the nations if we're running as a non-profit organization. Since this place commenced to claim that hence we'd make presents. The generations came and went. We played pretend and prayed for sense. The guy up top, red-faced and bent on plain sake, not paying rent, refused to stop and take a pen to change that mission statement. Fuel comes around and your kids get cuddled. Our accounts melt down. We risk Chernobyl. Get your eggnog mixed with economics, so we're fixing the Christmas business model. It's an up.
Get your eggnog mixed with economics. Crazy internal rhyme. Eggnog mix. Economics. That's crazy.
Your eggnog mixed with economics, so we're fixing the Christmas business model. It's an up corporate takeover. It's an up corporate takeover. Now all St. Nick's kicked out the door. We don't do freebies anymore. It's an up corporate takeover. Yeah. Away with the slave is in every home.
What are we doing with this instrumental right here? What's it? Ooh, run it back again. That was.
Away with the slave as it's in every home. We'd be far more efficient with delivery drones. Sending reindeer over here, stream their overheads. We're selling them to Quilligan for business loans. We need to modernize, sugar plums, synergize, knock it to floated at the hills of downside. Success is never gonna just land in your lap. We're in Lapland, baby. What's the price without hikes? If you want cookies and carrots that have been placed out by parents, bid to make it apparent that Santa made it our parents, well then you need to reserve it, cause that's a premium service. We thought you loved your kids, perhaps their dreams just aren't worth it. And with that in mind,
I like that. Right, kind of preying on that emotion right there. Wow, that's low.
We thought you loved your kids, perhaps their dreams just aren't worth it. And with that in mind, it's a reasonable ask that you all subscribe to a seasonal pass and look at reach on a path, completing menial tasks to keep you busy as we reap all the cash. Price fairly and barely what the customer affords. You can start in a pantry and leave up to a lord. Hit $5 rings as you level yourself, and then buy more skins for your real for the shelf.
See, this right here, the whole entire like freemium type of games is the reason why I can't play mobile games anymore, right? I just can't drop the sense of I'm never going to be able to get super far unless I drop cash. And that's probably not true. I'm sure there's a lot of games out there that perform well. You know what I mean? Where, you know, the ratio between, you know, some of them don't even have pay to play. Some of them you just buy cosmetics, but there's always a trade-off. You know what I mean? If it ain't pay to play, it's going to take at least 40,000 hours, right, to get to where you need to go to get to where you would like to be, especially if you're a serious player or a casual player. You know what I mean? Diablo Immortal, I'm looking at you. Or it is pay to play and the economy's in the trash. It probably still takes about $40,000 to get to where you need to be. But the skins and everything, the whole freemium thing, it's just the illusion that you're getting something of great wealth. But you just sit back and just take a look at what you're actually getting. Yeah.
To keep you busy as we reap all the cash, price fairly and barely what the customer affords. You can start in a pantry and leave up to a lord.
And that's how they get you right there. They kind of introduce you to those type of 9.99 cents, $1.99, right? It's kind of a conditional where you're like, oh, it's just $5. Oh, it's just $9. Oh, it's just $24. But you want to keep that progression going on. So, you know, before you know it, you know, I used to play Summoners War a lot, like way back in college. That was pretty much how I spent my time. Spent a ton of money. Huge regrets. Had fun, but huge regrets.
Reap all the cash, price fairly and barely what the customer affords. You can start in a pantry and leave up to a lord. Hit $5 rings as you level yourself, and then buy more skins for your real for the shelf.
Carol?
Yeah, they can keep his face on the bottles. It's good brand recognition and we kept the rights. Yeah, of course they'll pay for it. Who's going to want to change all the lights on the trucks? The days are coming. It's a mouthful corporate takeover. It's a mouthful corporate takeover. You can upgrade from the naughty to nice list if you can pay affordable prices. It's a mouthful corporate takeover. Yeah.
One of the things that, you know, so I play the saxophone, but I've always wanted to play the piano. I feel like it's the ultimate instrument, right? Especially when it comes to improvisation. You know, if the Stupendium come through and he's like, hey, yo, bro, we got this banging backtrack. I just need you to play some of the meanest improv over this, man. I'll be able to do the sax, but the piano, just the ability to just change the VST into what you want it to. You be playing the bass, any type of lead. I can't do that with the sax, and I've seen it before, man. You ever seen a piano person just kind of get into the Christmas spirit, man? Christmas, bro, you see the facial expression, but they just lean on it, man. That's how I imagine whoever's playing the lead, that little lead sound, they was just jamming. They let the Christmas spirit take over. I don't blame you. You can pay our affordable prices. It's an awful corporate takeover. Yeah. Limited tradition didn't click with the kids. So now the chimney is giving me the skibbity riz. Now in December, catch influencers going viral, shilling kitty shit and Christmas Eve. No more. Ooh. Now that chimney is giving me that skibbity riz, right? So this is pretty much, you know, a nod towards, you know, corporates adapting Gen Alpha slang, you know, kind of embracing the brain rot. You go to where the kids are, and it's probably where the power is, right? Because, you know, like they said at the beginning, you know, you love your child, don't you? You want to meet their dreams. They'll come to you asking you for something based off some type of ad or something they saw on TikTok, and they've done their research, right? The business, so they talking to you in that Gen Alpha slang. I'm like this close from vocabulary, just absolutely leaving my brain. I just barely understand Gen Alpha slang. I'm right on the cusp, man. Next generation, I'm cooked. But here is now in December, catch influencers going viral, shilling kitty shit and Christmas Eve. No more knick-knack, bric-a-brac. Things that could be whittled from a stick stuck in a sack. That crap will sell and it's leaving the team stuck. You ever see an elf trying to whittle a V-bug? Hey team, so you wonder what I gathered you for? Just to check in with my buddies on the factory floor. You know the lads on the board are glad to have you aboard, but we've all seen pretty damning reports. Whilst toys are such a sweet thing, it's products that you make, and
We see you when you're sleeping, and we know when you take breaks. So when we're gonna ship deliverables, we're gonna need a Christmas miracle. We're nearing the year end, don't have a ship friends, just make goods for goodness sakes. You know, an average 3-hour day with manufacturing a PS5. You want a respirator, and we'll get some later. Could you not just breathe less, guys?
Interesting. Now, obviously, elves don't exist and everything, but I think the Stupendium is what we talking about here. The components and everything that makes a PS5. They're like really, really dangerous. I mean, obviously we got some smokes, maybe, some emissions. I don't necessarily know what that could possibly be, but that might be what the Stupendium is alluding to. That the gases, maybe the process in which these things are made. I didn't even know how much of a human to machine ratio there is to making a PS5. Well, Stupendium does their research, so I'm just assuming there's probably a lot of hand work, that dangerous materials, if you will.
You want a respirator, and we'll get some later. Could you not just breathe less, guys?
That's boss.
We gotta ride the ship and chart a course. I'm pretty sure the guy we kicked was Haunted Portage.
And that's also kind of like another shot at, pretty much at all cost, right? So we're pushing this out at all costs.
That's boss.
We gotta ride the ship and chart a course. I'm pretty sure the guy we kicked was Haunted Portage. Time to realign the vision, pass the torches. Who are we to fight with Christmas market forces? So if you should find your shift, should lag or pause, it's possible the time could stick to pass the orders. We've got every child's wish to grant come morning, well, except the kind of kids who can't afford it. Each and every one of these elves is filled to the pointy brim with microplastics, and thanks to their relative size to an elf, they're actually much larger than plastics. It's an awful corporate takeover. It's an awful corporate takeover. Well, boo-hoo, if you take it to blame us, it's thanks to you, we're competing with Bezos. It's an awful corporate takeover. Whims it down your chimneys for the last 2,000 years. Now forgive me being Grinch here, but we've had it up to here. Took our vision by committee and you got commercialized. Turned the mystic into mincemeat whilst you fought over the pie. You passed our thing through marketing, come out of the cheer. You'll hardly see us arguing, you've got the right idea. But you've done free on RIP, so make it understood. To eat. Don't bake the fudging pud. All those fantasies your families have told are trash. You want magic? Well, that's tragic, cause we sold our stash. It won't matter that our strategies are full harsh rash. When we wake up to a great big lump of cold hard cash. It's an awful corporate takeover. It's an awful corporate takeover. To monetize it, so why can those who devise it? It's the North Pole corporate takeover. New fine was actually fungible. Now my toys are tax deductible. It's the North Pole corporate takeover. In this age with joy and cheering, room for flagrant profiteering. It's the North Pole corporate takeover. It's the North Pole corporate
That's the office of Mr. E. Bunny. Blake Midland here, closing. I was hoping you could hop on a call. Patrick, how's the same business? Hold that thought, I've got one word for you. Merger. Let's meet for drinks. Cupid, baby, let me shoot my shot here. I'm interested in a partnership. Hi, Pancake Day HQ. I've got an offer for you, and you are going to flip.
Take over. Yeah. Take over, merging.
Thank you. Wonderful stuff.
More cash,
Credit
more
to
profits.
Our seasonal pass holders over on Patreon, the revenue from which has greatly boosted our fourth quarter content offerings.
Oh, bro, how long is that up there? How long has this thing up here been there? Right? This is literally just like a game. Has it been up there the entire time? Okay. I'm about to say, I got a little flash of PTSD there.
A note to those of you who may have missed the opening, the prologue to this presentation is
did.
linked below along with our portfolio of other musical assets. Happy to report that Focus Testing continues to show liking, commenting and subscribing as popular within the cool and trendy demographic, with a real surge in bell ringing this time of
Focus.
year. And I'd like to close out this meeting by remembering what we're really celebrating. That this all started with the birth of Jesus. So it's always been about generating a profit? no, like a religious profit. No, it's a pun. No, nobody? No, fine. You're fired.
I'm mad because that 100% is a dad joke, but it is brilliant. And I'm definitely probably going to find a way to use this to my wife once this video is done. I got to think of the perfect thing. I can't steal your joke, Stupendium. I just can't. That was brilliant. Anyways, see you in this video. Dave's out.